Hi, and welcome to the B-leav-itt show, where B-leav-it, if I can get through this day with a smile on my face and personal independence in my grasp, then B-leav-it, so can you. It is Saturday, April 13th, 2019, in downtown Jacksonville at Baptist Medical Center. Today's show is on stroke recovery, and it's also an interview with my sister Mary. And Mary Adessa is here for an interview today. And I want to ask you, the first thing I want to ask you is, you're going through a problem of your own, aren't you?
Yes, I'm recovering from a procedure called arthrodesis, where they had to grind down the edges of the joint of the top of my foot and then fuse it together. So they took a bone graft from my heel and put that on as a little patch, and then they put 2 screws into the top of my foot.
Ooh,
so
that sounds gnarly.
I couldn't walk for 2 months.
My goodness.
On that foot. I used
now,
walker, wheelchair, crutches.
You've been going through this pain for a while now, haven't you?
The arthritis in my foot for over 10 years. Actually,
wow.
more like 18 years.
So once it's recovered and you're back to normal, you shouldn't have any more problems, right?
That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay, well, can you tell me and our viewing audience, the best exercise you did for your rehab?
Well, I really enjoy working with my physical therapist, and she's very patient and funny and encouraging. And we have a variety of different types of stretching for my foot. Mostly I'm working on balance, because after being off my feet for such a long time, like you, balance was really not good. So I'm still using the walker when I walk so that I don't kind of walk to the side. I have to keep me straight because one foot is stronger than the other. So I think my favorite exercise is they have this little surfboard kind of thing. It's got a round ball at the bottom, and it's like a mini surfboard on the top, and I hold on to 2 handles and stand up, and I try to balance. So I'm getting better now. At first I had to hold on with both hands, and so the last time I did it, I actually could just barely touch the handle just to stable myself. So, and now we're practicing on just balancing without hanging on to anything at all. So that was my favorite one. The
wow.
thing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with my audience. Now let me ask you this question, Mary. What if you didn't do any rehab?
Yeah.
What kind of repercussions would you have from not doing any rehabilitation?
Well, I wouldn't be able to walk properly, and the first thing that my daughter noticed was that I wasn't walking properly. And so I asked my surgeon for the prescription for physical therapy, because he said, "Oh, you don't need physical therapy," and I'm like, "I think I do." So yeah, I wanted to be able to walk normally, because I was limping, I was off kilter, so the physical therapy was really important to get back the normal function of my foot.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you decided to stick with it, because there's no pain, there's no gain. Now I'm going to switch gears on you a little bit.
Okay.
Let me ask you about your brother Bill. When you found out about his condition and he had a stroke, how did you deal with that news?
Well, I must have had grace, because I remained calm, and I was working on the phone with your boss, Thad from Smith Trucking, and getting information.
Bill.
And I just tried to remain as calm as possible. And I let my coworkers know, I let my boss know that I may have to leave, and so I left that afternoon to come up and visit you. In the meantime, Sammy, who's filming, she got off work and came down and was waiting in the waiting room while you had your surgery. And I think she caught the worst of it because she had to talk with the doctor right after surgery, and it was pretty bad.
And just so you know, folks, Sammy, or Samantha, is Mary's daughter. She's a physician's assistant at Ocean Way Medical here in Jacksonville, so she understands a little bit about what I was going through, and at the same time, it hits her close to home when she gets news like that.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud of you and Sammy for the way that you handled that news and took care of me. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And just for you to share this information with my audience is priceless. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
And I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the B-leav-itt show, where B-leav-itt, if you need any information out of me or you have any questions, you can email me at billeavitt1962@gmail.com. That's billeavitt, LEAVITT @gmail.com. This is my 9th show, and I want to thank everyone out there for listening and viewing. And please remember, I'm here to help you. If I can reach one person, then it's worth doing this. So, with that said, I want to say goodbye and thank you for tuning in to the B-leav-itt show.